Yo, 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 it's your girl, Rihanna. Burr, 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 burr. Oh, shit. But I figured um I got about an hour, maybe less, maybe more. See if anybody come in here. Hey Blake Sleet, how you doing? How you doing? I am packing right now and I fucking hate it. I'm pretty much done actually, but god damn. I was just like, I wish I was a guy because they have it so much fucking easier than we do when it comes to packing. My husband and usually my husband and my son can fit all their shit. Hey Janelle, hey Cheyenne, hey Nana Teddy. Um, they can fit like both of their clothes in one suitcase. That's so funny, right? I have the biggest size suitcase that they sell, and I still it's extended. It's fully extended right now. It's fucking like packed the fuck out. Like I almost thought of going to. Well, I did actually. I went to Walmart and I was gonna buy those bags that like you could vacuum the air out because I was like, then I could pack more. But then I thought to myself, well, that's stupid because I can only do it on the way there. Like, there's no vacuum in the fucking hotel. So on the way home, where am I putting all these clothes? So I was like, damn it. I mean, I usually put my stuff in a separate bag on the way home, put it in like laundry bag because I hate packing my dirty clothes with like clean shit. Because why would I do that? Why would you want to do more laundry when you get home? No thanks. Like if I didn't wear anything and it's clean, that's great. It's gonna stay clean. But the dirty shit, I don't want it touching the clean shit. So anyhow, we're just going away. I'll let you know guys know. But I'll be gone for uh a little bit. Maybe till a week or well, a little over a week. So it might be like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I would tell you blank slate, but I don't want to share, because there's some fucking weirdos on this platform. You know how people are, so whatever. Personally, I would tell you is what I'm saying. If it was just me and you in a conversation right now, I trust you. I just don't trust other people. So, anywho, hey Huck, that was a weird way of saying, hey, I'm looking for a charger too. Oh my God. Oh, that was another thing. I'm the worst packer. I get like all stressed out. I mean, I've gotten a lot better than I was, but because like, I mean, I have to pack all the time, but it's just, oh man, you get stressed out. You're like, did I forget something? No, nowhere warm, unfortunately. I wish, but yeah, just, you know. It'll be fun. I'll tell you guys all about it when I get back. When I get back. Come to Cali for tacos. Dude, I would love to. Hey, did I say hi, Janelle? Andy Cruz. I would so freaking love to go to California. There's a roller hockey tournament that they hold in California. And I've been like, dude, we got to go to that one day. It's in Southern Cali, I'm pretty sure. I always worry I will forget something and pack everything but the kitchen sink. Well, that's how I am. I'm always like, oh my God. Like, it's like you act like you're going to, like, there's really nothing that I could forget that I can't get somewhere else except maybe, like, I don't know, really nothing. There's really nothing that I can't, like, get while I'm there. So I don't know why I freak out. Like, oh my God, I might forget something. It's like if I forget like toothpaste or something, let's just say, or deodorant, it's not like I can't get it there. It's like, I don't know why we bug out. It's not like I'm going to be in the woods, you know, but I don't know why I got like so like, I don't know, because you don't know if there's like a Walmart around or whatever. So, ooh, you guys it's hot there. It is cold here. We're supposed to be getting more snow, actually. Yeah, Cheyenne, that's what I do. I always overpack, always, especially with clothes. Like, I bring and shoes. I'll bring like 5 pairs of shoes, and I'm like, why did I bring these? Like, I'll end up wearing the same pair the whole time I'm there. But I'm like, just in case, I feel like I need. Like, I did that with Florida last year. I went to Tampa. I must have packed like way more shoes, and I only ended up really wearing like 2 pairs of shoes the whole time I was there. I had like a whole suitcase just filled with like shoes, and I was like, why did I bring all of these? Because I really just ended up wearing the same like 2 pairs while I was down there. But you always think you're gonna need more. Oh my god, it's 96 degrees. It's so crazy to think that it's so hot there, and it's freezing here. We got snow, and we're getting more snow supposedly. So I just got a text from my son's school. There's a 2 hour delay tomorrow, so he ain't gonna be there. But uh, it's just crazy. I'm like, holy shit. But it's so weird that it's summer in Australia. Like, that's so weird to think that you guys are over there just like enjoying summer. I guess it's because, right, you're closer to the equator than we are. It is freezing here. This has been like one of the roughest, like coldest winters we've had in a while. Snow. We didn't get any major storms, thank God. But I mean, we've gotten snow a few times, which we haven't in a long time. So it's definitely been a little colder this year. I probably have 30 pairs of shoes in storage. I wear 3. I know me, I'm the same way. I'm like, I have all these like sandals, nice shoes, nice shoes that I bought, but like I don't wear them. I just wear, I don't know. You find like a comfortable pair of shoes, and it's like you just want to kind of stick with those. And most of the summer, I end up wearing those like those like cloud slipper, not slippers. They're like flip flops. They're like basically fake Yeezys. You know, the ones that are like super squishy. They're like the summer Uggs. They're like the summer version of Uggs to me. They're like super, super squishy. They're made out of like some type of foam or something. And you can get them like either in a slide or like a Birkenstock kind of deal. That's what I end up wearing 90% of the time during the summer. So we only have like a couple of months of the year where it's like comfortable to wear like a pair of sneakers, and like I haven't worn sneakers in, I don't know, 3 months. I've just live in my Uggs because it's so freaking cold out. Like, who wants to walk outside with your ankles sticking out, like freezing? No thanks. I'm in Central Florida. Is it hot down there right now? Because I know Florida, even during the winter, could get kind of cold. Not freezing, but like I know there was a few winters that you guys got down pretty low in the temperatures. I would die for 90 degrees right now. Even though when it gets that hot, I'm like, oh, I hate this. I'm like, it's too hot. But it actually sounds really nice right now. I'm just over the winter. I'm like, all right, we're done. We're done. We're good with. I'm good on you. Thank you, winter. You've been great. Hey, frustrated lurker. Dude, I was just thinking about you. Holy shit. That always happens. I'll be like thinking about somebody that I haven't like seen or heard from, and then all of a sudden they'll pop up. It's so weird. I was just thinking of you like a few days ago. You popped into my head. I hope you're doing all right. Text me when we get off of here. I want to see how you are. Um, yeah, the wind chill. Their temps are like 50, and they think it's freezing. It's hotter now than usual. It gets cold in the winter, but usually not freezing. Really? So you guys have warmer temperatures? See, I don't know if I could do that year round though. I feel like I need the winter. This winter I don't need. It's just been really, really cold out. The last like week and a half hasn't been that bad. But we went out the other night. Oh my God. I haven't like driven in the snow in years. And in fact, since I've gotten my truck, right? I had another truck before mine, like an SUV or whatever, but that one didn't have all-wheel drive. So I got this one, I think, in 2021, and it had all-wheel drive, and I was like really excited about it because it was like my first like four-wheel drive basically vehicle that I've ever had. And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to drive in the snow in a four-wheel drive vehicle, or all-wheel drive, whatever, same shit, right? So since I've gotten it, I haven't even gotten to use it. And I'm like, this sucks. Like a couple of times last year, we got like a little bit of like dusting of snow, but like I'm talking like snow. Well, what was it? Saturday, we went out. My son had a game, and then our friends were like from the team, they're like, oh, you want to come out, stop at this place to get dinner. So we were like, yeah. So we stopped at this, restaurant, whatever, near their house, and we ate dinner. We hung out for like quite a bit because there was like so many of us. It was me, my husband, another couple, and then my son, their son, and another kid that came with us. And it took like forever. They were like so slow at this restaurant. Well, anyway, while we were sitting there, it started fucking snowing. I mean, snowing. And I had driven my own car because my husband left like an hour or so earlier than me. Him and my son had to stop somewhere, and then they went to the rink. So I left like a little later than them. So we were in separate cars that night. And oh my God, dude, it was crazy driving home. I was like, but I got to use my four-wheel drive or my all-wheel drive, whatever. But it was, I mean, dude, I haven't driven in snow like that. It was coming down so fast. And I'm like following my husband home. We're like on the phone with each other. Like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this is so scary. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how freaking crazy it was. It came down just so fast. That was yeah, it was Saturday night. And I heard we're supposed to get more tonight. But the all-wheel drive, oh my God, I feel so much better in the snow, even though it's still scary. Because you ever see those like people in the snow that they're doing like 90 because they're like, oh, I got four-wheel drive. It's like, no, dude, it's not like a guarantee to save your life. It's just you got a little better traction, on the road. But you can't be like doing 90 when it's snowing. I was just like, holy shit, this is so scary. Plus, it was night too. It's sleeting there. Hey, CK. Mercedes, how's mom doing? I just heard somebody texted me and told me, and if you guys know this, oh, I don't even know if I should say this out loud though. Because I don't know if people know. No, you know what? Never mind. I'll just put it like this. You guys remember Low Lightly? I think she also went by I know she went by the name lately, and she had like a couple of different channels and names, so I can't remember all the names to the channel. I think her latest one was like Cajun something. If anybody out there talks to her or is in any type of contact with her, you know what? I might have her email address. I gotta look. I'm sending prayers out to her. That's all I want to say. Do you guys remember her? Yeah, lately. Somebody just texted me and they gave me news that just wasn't so great. And I was like, oh, I don't want to say it out loud. I just thought I probably shouldn't say because I don't know if she's, who she's shared it with. But I'm just sending prayers her way. Because it wasn't good news. But if anybody sees her around, hey Angel, I emailed you back. I think that was you that emailed me. Yeah, it was. You emailed me. I just emailed you back about that. Did you see now if you're in my chat, if you could look and see if you could find the membership thing that I sent you? I sent you like a thing from Google that tells you how to turn on memberships because I have no idea how to do it because I can't be gifted memberships and I can't gift them out to people. So I wish I was of more help to you. But if you go into the email that I sent you back, I sent you like instructions on how to check. Because apparently there's some kind of way for you to go, this is for anybody. If you don't have a brand account, you could go and like turn on. I think you have to turn on something to like receive gifted memberships, which is really weird because like why wouldn't it just default to like on, and then if you don't want them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, who wouldn't want a gifted membership? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Hey Judith. So yeah, that's I'm like, I don't know why I have a brand account. I probably said this before, but like they don't let you gift memberships for some reason. It's like I signed up for AdSense in 2013 or 14, I think. So like it was so different back then. You didn't need, there was no, there might have been like a requirement. Ooh, I don't even know, I don't even know if there was any like requirements. Like in other words, now you have to have, they've changed it a few times, so I'm not really sure what it is, but let's just say they had requirements where it was like you had to have 1,000 subscribers and then you had to have a certain amount of watch hours, let's just say. I don't know what it is now, but when I started, there was no real requirements for that. So I had my channel monetized for years. And then it was like during the years when my mom got sick, I think I had changed my bank account. Oh, that was like the worst. I had one video that got like 100,000, like 100,000 views, like really quick. It was crazy. It was this mirror video that I did. And I didn't know, but my AdSense was messed up at the time. So like I couldn't even get the money that I made off that video. I don't know how much I would have made off the video, but I probably would have like made something. There's always been that $100 threshold. So like you have to make $100 before you get paid by YouTube. But which is crazy. But yeah, like Amazon partnership, it's like $10 and they'll pay you. Fucking YouTube's 100. So like if you don't get $100 within like your ad revenue, this is back in the day before they had like super chat and all this other shit. It's like how hard it is to make $100 like if you're a small channel just off of ad revenue. It's like almost impossible. Almost impossible. Hey, Dada. I have no more time to myself. Oh, what happened, Dada? Mom is doing good now after recovering from pneumonia. Oh, shit. Her baseline is not the same. Needs two people. Oh, boy. Wow. I'm glad to hear she's doing better. But yeah, I don't know. They've changed it like now. But anyway, I had AdSense and I don't know. I don't know if it was when I went and signed back up again for it, like, and I fixed whatever was wrong. It was something with my banking information because I think I had closed one bank account and switched another account. When I went to go sign back up, it like, actually, no, that might have been in the beginning now that I'm thinking about it. That's right. It was. It was in the beginning when I started my channel and I first signed into AdSense. I don't know why it made me make this brand account thing. And it was so weird because I remember I posted a video, some stupid shit about some bag I got for like baby bottles or something. I mean, that's how fucking long ago this was. Jesse was still drinking bottles. That's how fucking long ago it was. So like I went to go like post the video and I'm like, where the fuck did it go? And I didn't realize I was like signed into the brand account, not my regular account. It's so weird. It like splits your account up. I don't know. I don't even understand it. And I don't want it. Like, I wish I could get rid of it. But like, there's YouTube and Google and all that shit is the worst with like customer service type things. Like, it's very hard to get answers about like how you do things. So I had the option to um, enable gift memberships now since my phone updated. No longer. Oh, maybe it reset. I know, like my phone when it updates, it like resets. The most annoying thing ever. Oh, if you have iPhone, then I'm you're gonna know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. I hate this feature. I don't even know why they have it. It's the dumbest thing ever. Fucking, when you go to take a picture of something and it does that stupid live photo thing that like it like moves a little bit. It's like, why do you even fucking have that? Like, why? What a stupid feature. So every time I go to update my phone, it turns it back on. And then every time I take a picture, it's like one of those stupid moving pictures. And I'm like, if I want to take a video, I'll take a video. I don't need live picture. Like, what the fuck is that? It's so dumb. It was like, I guess like when it first came out, it was cool. People were like, oh, wow, we can make moving pictures, which is basically a video, but okay. But now it's like, it's so annoying. And every time I have to go back on Google and figure out how to disable it. So, and that like, so that it saves that way. I have to go in my camera settings and like change all my camera settings. I'm like, oh, it's so annoying. It just happened again. Just happened. I think purple. Yeah, Purple Rain has a branded account. Yep. And I don't even know how she has one. I have this account and a brand account under the same account. Yeah, that's how mine is. Like when I go to log in, it says my name twice. When I first started, it like put one account was like my real name, and then the other one was Make a Mobster. But I changed it because I was like, what the fuck? I don't want my real name on here. You know, like I don't know. It's fucking weird. Playing and singing Kendrick Lamar for 2 days straight. Oh my God, Judith, that's all I hear in my house. My son plays Kendrick nonstop. Nonstop. He loves them. He was like so excited the other night for the Super Bowl, which by the way, I didn't even fucking know it was Super Bowl Sunday. It was the funniest thing. When we were out to dinner on Saturday night. Our friend's like, what are you guys doing for the Super Bowl? I was like, when is it? He's like, tomorrow. I'm like, oh. I was like, I had no idea. I'm like, who's in it? I don't know. I don't pay attention to football at all. And I was like, I don't know who's in it. Where's Just Angel? I don't know. I mean, Andy, that's a good question. She comes in here during the day most of the time if I'm live during the day. But anyway, I didn't know anything. I didn't know when it was. I didn't even know it was happening. And I didn't know Kendrick Lamar was going to be the, halftime show. I think it was all right. You know what I realized? I was like, holy shit, he's fucking small, dude. I'm like, yo, he is small. When he was standing up on the stage next to all the dancers, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, either those dancers are big or he's like really small. Cause I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like either they're unusually big or he's like a short dude. I looked it up. He's only an inch taller than me. He's 5'4". I'm like, holy shit, he's small. Well, so is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's 5'5". I'm like, but Lil Wayne looks little. Like when you see him, I don't know, he always looked like a scrawny little twerpy kind of guy. Like you could tell he's small. Kendrick, I've always seen him in videos and shit. And just, I don't know. Not that I thought he was tall or anything. I just thought he was probably like 5'9". You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere around there. No, he's only 5'5". He was wearing like these weird women's bell bottom pants too. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, these are own, They look like women's pants though. My son's like, Mom, is he wearing girl pants? I'm like, it looks like he is. I mean, like he did all right. He was lip syncing though, because there was one part. It was really weird though. I didn't understand why Samuel Jackson was there. I don't know. I don't get some of like, I don't know if there was like some type of political undertone to his performance. I guess there was in a sense. It was really weird. Like, cause I don't get a lot of that like performative art, like that kind of shit. I just don't get it, and I guess there was some type of political undertone that was going on. I don't know, because Donald Trump seemed to be really fucking pissed off about, the performance and shit, or the whole Super Bowl in general. I mean, he's like shit talking Taylor Swift. I'm like, really, dude? You're how old? Like that guy could just never be the better person in any fucking situation. It's just impossible for him. Like it's just impossible for him to like lead by example. But anyway, I'm not gonna shit talk him. I don't want to upset people, but I don't know. The performance was a little weird. It was a little weird, but there was one point where like I noticed I'm like he's not even fucking singing. But I don't know. Does anybody sing at the Super Bowl? Like I don't. I thought Usher did last year, but you're just not really after the. I know Eminem and I think did 50 Cent come out or Dr. Dre? Like, dude, you're not following that up. Like, come on, that was epic. That was like an epic year. So I saw the pants and I wanted them. Reminding me, that's the cocktail dress. That's what I thought too. I was like, oh my God, I would have loved even like the way they were falling over his shoes. I was like, oh my God, that's so 1999 right there. Like the way his pants were like draped over the sides of his shoes. I was like, oh my God, like that was so the look I wanted when I was younger, with like the baggy pants that just kind of sat on top of your shoes like that. And they fucking dragged on the floor. I was like I used to draw pictures of like little characters with their pants like that all the time. Like it's so funny. But that was so the look. I'm like, I can't, it's so crazy how things come back in style. Like I remember in high school, when I was in high school, my mom was like, oh my God, this was in style when I was a kid, like all the bell bottoms and the clogs and the Mary Jane shoes and all that shit. She's like, oh my God, this was like the style when I was a kid. And it's like, now here it is. We're back with the same shit again. Although I heard his, it was a dig at Orange Man. Oh, dude, I was so glad he did that. What's this song's name? Oh my God. Not Like Us, or yeah, They're Not Like Us. Because I was like, dude, that's so embarrassing. You got dragged at the Super Bowl, dude, with the diss song. What was his dig at Trump though? I didn't get it. I didn't get the dig. I missed a little bit of the beginning, so maybe that's why. Because I came in like, I don't know, a couple of songs in. So I missed like the first like couple of minutes of his performance. Shoes with the pilgrim buckles. Yes. Oh my God. No, it's always in style. Yeah, right. Wearing whatever makes you feel happy. Well, good news is JP told me this the other day, and I was like, oh, that's great news. Skinny jeans are making a comeback this year. Although, did they ever actually like go away? I don't know. But supposedly, and I looked it up. I like Googled it, and she was right. I'm not that I didn't believe her, but when she told me, I was like, oh, like that would be good, because I was like just about to get rid of all my skinny jeans. I just can't do the fucking bell bottoms. Like, well, I guess the bell bottoms are right, but like the wide leg jeans, I don't know. I like wide leg pants in the summer because I feel like they're like more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. In the winter, I like tighter clothes that fit me tighter because it feels warmer. And then in the winter, in the summer, I like to wear like looser stuff. In fact, I just got this really nice pair of pants from Amazon Prime. They're like, I don't know what material they are, but they're like just lightweight, like nice wide leg pants. I don't know what it is though. I don't look good. If I get wide leg pants that are like regular pants, they look fine on me. If I buy wide leg jeans, they look so weird on me. I feel like I look like a giant rectangle. Like, well, I just got on the scale today. I'm fat. I need to lose weight. I gained weight. I don't know how, because I barely eat. Well, I know partially how. I was drinking a lot of soda, which I normally don't do. So I cut soda out. I'll cheat like once a week and have soda from like Panera. But that's it. Like, I cut it out. I was drinking soda almost every day, which is so bad for you. I don't know how I got into that. So I cut that out. But I need to lose like at least 10 pounds, but hopefully more. I'm like, how the fuck I don't even know how I gain weight though. Like, I don't eat that much. I'm like, where is this weight coming from? Maybe that's a problem. Maybe because I don't eat enough. My body, like when I do eat, it's like storing the fat. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't eat enough. I don't know. 90% of my jeans are skinny jeans. See, I'm over the skinny jeans in terms of the ones that like get super, super, super tight at the ankle and then like get baggy and bunched up. I'm over. I never liked that look. I like skinny jeans in the sense where it's not, I don't know if I should call it even a skinny jean. It's just like a straight leg jean. It's still tight and fitted to your leg, but it's a little, I don't want to say flared at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It stops like maybe an inch. Like, I like my pants like tailored, kind of about like maybe an inch above my ankle, like right at my ankle, like at the top of my ankle. And even a little shorter than that is fine. Even if it's like an inch shorter. I like just straight pants. Like, I have this one pair of jeans that I got out of all my jeans that I own. I have jeans from American Eagle. I have jeans from Guess and all these other places. My favorite fucking pair of jeans ever is this pair that I got from Target. And it was they're Levi's, but they're not like Levi's. They're like Levi Dennison or some shit. It was some like weird brand offshoot of their brand. Like, you remember back in the day they had this brand at Target called C9, which it was basically Champion, but Champion made it, but they called it C9. I don't know. It's the same thing with this. It's like called Levi Denizen or some shit like that. And they are the most comfortable jeans, but not only are they the most comfortable, they just fit me perfectly. They like sit on my legs perfectly. They're so comfortable. They stop at the right place. Because I'll never understand why it is that men's jeans come with width and length, and women's jeans mostly don't. Some places do it. Like if you buy Levi's, they'll come in the width and the length, but they like barely have all of them. We just bought my husband new jeans because he only had one pair of jeans. I'm like, what? I don't know why. I don't know what happened to his other jeans. Bootleg. I guess, Janelle, maybe that's what it is. It might be like a kind of bootleg. Bootleg I never used to like on me because like, but I'm talking like the old school bootleg. I feel like it used to like make my feet look big, but maybe just because I wasn't used to the look at the time. I don't know what the style is that I like. I don't know what it's called. Jordache jeans. Ooh, those I do remember. I was a kid when those were big. That's what it is, Pugs. The cold blows up your leg. And then I can't stand when you're like, I always used to wear like leggings under my jeans in high school because I would be like freezing, or like thermals. Sassoon. Oh my God. There was this store in the mall, and I'll never remember the fucking name of it. It was the coolest store. God, I wish my mom was around because she would know exactly which store I was talking about. It was so cool. It was in the 80s. And you used to go in there, and it was all, I want to say it was all basics. Everything was basic, right? But you could like make an outfit. They had like the clothes were all like on the wall. And then you picked out, oh my God, I'm having like such a flashback. I remember the store. I remember exactly what it looked like. It was really weird. It was like there was no racks in the store. It was more like these cubbies right in the wall, and then you went in there and you picked out different pieces of the outfit in like the same color. Oh God, what the fuck was the name of this place? I can't remember. Esprit. Do they still make those? Esprit, is that it? Esprit? I forget the name. Esprit. Oh my God, I cannot remember the name of this. I want to say Contempo, but that's not it. Contempo is a different store. It was something like that though. It was such a cool store. I'm like, oh, I wish they still had that. No, it wasn't Dots. My Nana used to love Dots. Every time I see her, I'd be like, oh Nana, I like your shirt. She's like, I got it at Dots. She used to love shopping there. There and Joyce Leslie, that was her fucking shit. I used to shop at Joyce Leslie, but it was funny. She would be like, yeah, I went to Joyce Leslie's. She'd always like, she dressed pretty cool, my Nana. Like she wasn't like, she didn't want to look like an old lady. So Dots, Contempo Casuals. Yeah, this wasn't the name. Oh my God, the name is like in my head, but I can't remember the name of it. It's so fucked up because I could see the whole store in my brain. And I was like little when this store was a thing. Like I was probably in like, I don't know, third grade, maybe even younger than that, second grade. And I just remember my mom always shopping there. And then we used to beg her to go to VIM, which I don't know if they had that everywhere. VIM, the best jeans and sneakers store in America. It was like this big store in the mall that had like all like jeans and, name brand, not name brand, but like, well, I guess Nike, like that's where they sold all that shit back in the day. Wet Seal, no, it wasn't Wet Seal. It wasn't like any of the stores. Like, I don't even know if it was like a store that was only in my mall or if it was like a thing. It was like so weird. You put together different outfits and there was like pictures of each like article of clothing on the wall. And then like you picked each thing out. I know it's so hard to explain. So, but everything was plain. There was no like pattern. Well, there might have been like a pattern on something, but like all the outfits like went together. It was so weird the way they set it up, but it was cool, but everything was like kind of plain colored. It was all like basics. There was no, I don't remember there really having patterns in there, but I remember everything was just like basic. So you got like a shirt, a pair of pants, but it would be like the same color, like monochromatic. I cannot remember. And then there was like other parts of the outfit. You could get like a cardigan or some type of thing to go over it. It was like during the time when like it was really in style to have kind of like almost aerobic looking shit. Well, I guess the same way people wear activewear now, right? It like that's like the style it was. It was like a very like sporty kind of style place. Like you got leggings there. Oh my god, I cannot fucking remember the name of this place. Bennington. No, that doesn't sound familiar. I feel like it starts with a C, but like some like collectible. No, not collectibles. Oh my god. See, these are times where I want to call my mom because she'd know. She like had like that stupid memory for shit like that. I just remember the story. I remember shopping in there with her. I remember going to, I mean, shit. What was that store? TSS, Times Square store. And then I remember going to, I think it was A&S. There was like a department store called A&S in our mall. And then there was Sears, and we used to love going there because they had like a playground in the children's department. There was like a slide and like, and really it was fucking genius. I'm like, why do they not have this in stores anymore? There was like a whole ass like play area in Sears in the children's department. They had like this giant TV, and then they had like a little area where you could sit, you could watch the TV. I could even still see that. It's so fucking crazy how I remember these things. But I remember they had like that, and then they had like stairs. You go up the one side, and then you could, there was like a clear glass, and it looked like you were on TV if you like looked down and people were looking up at you because they had like a TV around it. And then you go down the slide. I was like, that's so fucking genius to have that in a store to keep the kids busy while the moms are shopping. You know, kind of like IKEA. They have the little play area. I didn't really shop at Sears, but I'm just shocked. Oh, Charming Charlie's. I remember that place. I'm just shocked that Macy's is like, how has Macy's survived? And Kohl's too. Because I feel like every other department store just like went under. JC Penney's is gone. I don't know if it's gone everywhere though. We don't have any here. They all closed down. Lord and Taylor, which I used to love that place. That place is gone. I'm trying to think. What was the other big? Was it Bloomingdale's? I don't know. I'm sure there's Bloomingdale's around. We didn't really have that here. Nordstrom. Where's Nordstrom? I think ours closed. Although I heard they're opening a Nordstrom Rack near me, and I'm so excited about that. They have the best shoe section. Blows Marshall's away. I feel like Marshall's like hasn't been getting as good shoes as they used to. Like I feel like they've been getting like, I don't know. I always used to find like such like treasures at Marshall's when it came to like shoes. Like they'd have like Vince Camuto boots that were like, you know, really nice. And I just haven't been finding them lately. Like I feel like they had what's that guy? Sam Edel something. Sometimes you'd find what's his name? Stuart Weitzman boots there for cheap. They don't have any of that shit anymore at Marshall's. It's all like cheap, like Matting Girl, like fake leather. Like I don't know. Yeah, we don't have Nordstrom's here. We had Lord and Taylor that closed, and then I'm sure that I mean there's a Nordstrom on Long Island. It's just not near me, probably in Nassau County. And then but Nordstrom Rack is opening kind of close to me. I mean it's not that close, but right now there's like not even one near me, so I'm very excited about that. And I just found out when I got my hair done the other day, this is the best. They're literally opening an Ulta like so close to my house. I'm very excited about that. And there is one that's like not that far. I mean, it's probably, I guess if I mapped it out, it's probably like one will be 3 miles and the other one will be 4. But like, I hate the one over here. They don't have the full Mac counter. I don't know. It just sucks. Like, it's just not that good. And hopefully this one will be better. Yeah, Nordstrom Rack's the shit. Social Fade. Hey, Social Fade, by the way. Those outlets are junk to me. I wish there was a Nordstrom Rack. I actually like the outlets. I used to not care for them, but I like I don't like all of them. I like the Calvin Klein stores. I'm like obsessed with Calvin Klein. I don't know what it is, but I just like, and I'm not like into name brand anything really, but like I think it's just because like everything fits me right when I go there. Because I always like, I don't know, I feel like so many stores, like I try shopping at Old Navy, their shit never fits me right. uh I shop at Express, their shit never fits me right. But for some reason everything I buy from Calvin Klein fits me perfectly. Like their sweatpants are always like perfect length on me. I don't have to like roll them up, you know. I like that, Calvin Klein, and then DKNY, but they closed our DKNY outlet. I'm so sad because I used to love going there and getting like, you know, mostly sweatpants. I don't really buy their jeans or anything, but I have Ulta and Macy's. Yeah, we have Ulta and Macy's, but our Macy's is always busy. It's crazy. I'm like, how does this place stay in business? Even like Kohl's, I don't know. Me and my husband went in there yesterday because he needed jeans, and like it was dead in there. And I'm like, I don't know. I remember back in the day when they first opened Kohl's. I mean, like you couldn't go in there. It was crowded all the time. I mean, it was like crazy in there. I feel like they're like kind of dying down a little bit. It's not as busy when you go there. I just like I never was into the clothes that they sold there at Kohl's. I don't know what it was. They have closed out 2 malls. I'm shocked the mall by me is still like going strong because almost most of the malls on Long Island are gone. They closed down. There was like, I don't know, there was like a couple of like bigger malls. Like my mall is one of the bigger ones, I guess, in Suffolk County. It's probably the biggest mall in Suffolk County. And I don't know, there's still a ton of people there when you go. Not always, you know, like if you go during the day, it's kind of like dead. But the Macy's is always busy, you know. Um, I don't know, this mall for some reason has always stayed in business. But a couple of the other like not, you know, smaller malls that were owned by most of the Westfield ones. I think this one's Simon, owned by Simon. And that like, I don't know, maybe Simon just does it better. I suffer from GPS. Oh no, zero. Jules, do you need help? Yeah, we have a Kohl's in our Sephora. I mean, I said that backwards. Sephora and Kohl's. I suffer. We have a Target here that has like a full Ulta inside. It's pretty cool. Kind of like how they have the Sephora set up. They have an Ulta in one of the Targets over here. So many stores have changed recently. It's almost like they're all on the verge of closing. Well, that's like Party City, I think, is going out of business. Big Lots just closed, which is very sad because I love Big Lots. Like I was like, I don't know, Big Lots always had good shit, especially for like the holidays and like the summer, and they're all going out of business. It's so sad. I'm like, you know what it is? It's like people are just like so lazy. Either lazy or they just want to order shit online all the time. And don't get me wrong, I order shit online too, but like if I could get something at a store, like I like to go to the store and like see things and feel them and pick it up, you know? But I feel like even like Walmart and Target, like their selection is like shrinking. And I feel like, you know, you have to like sometimes it like forces you to have to order certain things online because they just don't carry it in the store. Yeah, Big Lots was the best. I'm so sad about that. I'm like, what happened? Like, they had my Big Lots over here was always crazy. Like, there was always people in it. And I was shocked when I saw that it was closing. I'm like, what? Big Lots is closing? I'm like, this is insane. They had great Christmas shit. They had great Halloween stuff, and they had great outdoor stuff. I didn't like so much, you know, they had like food, and I didn't really food shop there, but like some people did, I guess, you know. But like and they even had like decent furniture there. If you wanted like a cheap pair, like a couch or a chair or something, I couldn't believe it when it went out of business. I was like shocked. I was like, just why? Like, this store is always busy. I'm so shocked, but I think it's just all of them. First, they were downsizing, and then, you know, then they went out. That's it. City Creek Mall is all outdoor shopping. You miss Blockbuster? I don't miss that. I do in a sense, just for like the nostalgic vibe of like, I don't know. I was never like much of a movie person. So like I hated like watching movies. I can't sit still. When I watch movies, I like to watch them by myself. Like I can't watch movies with like other people or go to the movie. I hate the movie theater. Absolutely hate going to the movies. Like when my even like this is goes back since I was young. Like my friends used to be like, "Let's go to the movies tonight," and I'd be like, "Call me when you guys get home," because like, or they'd be like, "Let's go to Blockbuster and rent a movie," because like I can't sit still that long with like a bunch of people, and like I get mad when like people distract you during a movie, like they're talking or like eating, like at the movie theater. I'm saying, and the movie theater is just so loud. The speakers are so loud. It's just like sensory overload. The floors are sticky. The chairs are squeaky and uncomfortable and like people talking, people making noises, people chewing, you know, crunching popcorn. Like it's just like, like I'm like, I don't know. I just rather like watch a movie at home by myself, which I barely ever do. But I'm just saying, if I wanted to, that would be the most ideal way. Like I was never one of those people that was like, oh my God, I need to see this movie. You know, like I had to go to the movie theaters. I'm like, okay, I'll wait until it comes out on tape. Well, tape, I guess Netflix, right? Like, but I'm like, I don't know. I was just like never a big movie person where I was like, oh my God, I have to go to the movies. Like I'm not like I don't get excited about like movies that come out. Like, I'm just like whatever. I think the last movie I saw was an IMAX Star Wars thing. You want to know the last time I went to an actual movie theater and sat down and watched a movie? It was when me and my husband first started dating. We both like love Biggie, and that was the movie when the Biggie movie came out about like his life. That was the last time I actually sat down in a movie theater. I just like I hate going to the movies. I don't know what it is. I'm like a weirdo. As I know like so many people just really enjoy it. It's just one of those things that I just don't enjoy doing at all. Like I'm like, like I dread it. I'm like, I gotta go to the movies. No thanks. Oh my God, Blair Witch Project. I actually saw that in the movies. I did. I think I went with my boyfriend in like high school or maybe after high school, whatever year that came out. Dumbest movie ever. So stupid. I'm like, oh, that's like hour or whatever of my life that I'll never get back. I can't go to the movies anymore since I read the newspaper that they found. Dude, somebody else just said that to me. Headlights on it. We were just talking about this. Headlights on the movie seats. Oh, fuck that. No, thank you. Oh, I didn't know that was a real thing. I never heard of that. Somebody just said that to me like yesterday, and I was like, oh, I never heard of that. I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, no, no, thank you. Now I have even more reason to not go to the movies. Yikes. See, like I never even heard about that movie. Angelina Jolie's Maria. It sucked. I don't know. I feel like they like movies like just stopped being good. I feel like it was in like the mid 2000s. They just like every movie it was like, oh, a remake of Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, a remake of this. Oh, a remake of that. And everything was just like a remake. And I was like, I'm like, who wants to watch like fucking remade movies that we've already seen that usually aren't even done good? Like, I was so disappointed when I went to go see the Willy Wonka movie because, like, Willy Wonka is my favorite movie, like, from when I was a kid, you know? I mean, I've probably seen it, I couldn't even tell you how many times, hundreds of times, you know? And I went to go see the one with Johnny Depp and I was so disappointed. I was like, this is horrible. Like it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. And I was like, what the fuck? Johnny Depp's character, like he's a great actor and he did a good job acting in the movie, but he was just so weird. Like that's not the Willy Wonka I knew. Maybe if you're like a kid and you never saw the original one, then it's like, oh, all right. And apparently that was more like accurate to the way Roald Dahl wanted the character to be played, but Gene Wilder played him totally different, which I thought was his acting in the movie was brilliant. But I was like, oh, this is so stupid. And then like the freaking Oompa Loompas, I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. It was horrible. It was just absolutely terrible. I'm like, why is this like so bad? Like, it's just so bad. It was just like it was weird. It was like too weird, you know? I'm like, it's like no, no good. Movies today are over the top, unrealistic, like parachutes, car. Yeah, there's a lot of like Like, I miss like the old movies, like the, I don't know, weird shit that used to come out back in the day that was like good storytelling, good cinematography, not just like a shit ton of special effects. You know, like Fight Club, right? Great movie. They didn't need all the special effects, although I'm sure there's some in the movie, you know. But like, I mean, there definitely is. But like the story behind it, like the mind trip, you know. What was that other movie? A Beautiful Mind, right? You're watching the movie the whole time. You have no idea, like, that the guy's mentally ill, and like all the shit that he's seeing isn't even like real, you know. And it's like those kind of movies are great. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they don't make movies like that anymore. Goodfellas, Casino, like all that shit was so good. So well produced. Even like comedy movies, like, you know, you go back to like Office Space and uh trying to think. Mallrats, that's one of my favorite movies. Um you know what I'm saying? Like, just so much better comedy movies. Like, everything was just so much better back then. Oh, The Sixth Sense. That is right. Sense. That was a good movie. But I feel like like, I don't know. I just like, I don't even know who's in movies nowadays. I wouldn't even know the actors or actresses because like I just don't pay attention. Because when I see the previews, there's like nothing that, like, well, I don't see them really because I really don't watch TV. But there's nothing that I'm like, oh, that looks like a movie I need to see. Like back in the day, I feel like I used to feel like that more. Nowadays, I'm like, oh, I don't need to see that. Like, I just don't. Like, think of all like the what do you call it? National Lampoon's movies, right? And how funny those were. And like, what were the airplane movies? Like, those were great movies. They were so stupid, but they were so good at the same time. Did you see The Substance? No. You saw Wicked? See, I would like never see that because it just doesn't look like anything I'd ever want to go see. I love The Wizard of Oz, but hey, Judith, did you get your Wicked candle from Laura? It's got a paper umbrella in it. Come on. I know you want one. Poor Laura. Her bro, she makes the weirdest shit up. I heard her say on her live stream the other day that she's like, oh yeah, she's like, I'm getting my pictures done by a professional photographer. And I'm like, Laura, no, you're not, dude. Just stop with this shit. I don't know why she does this. Remember, like a while back, she's like, yeah, I got a marketing person working on my website. It's gonna be so different. It's gonna be awesome when it's done. And it's like, okay, it's the same. Why do you lie and like act like you're getting all this professional help? Honestly, I think it was her excuse because I don't know, what is she doing? Like, I thought her business is like her bread and butter and it's supposed to like pay her bills. So like, as a business person, right? Wouldn't you think you would want to take advantage of every holiday, you know, especially like Hallmark holidays like Valentine's Day, and sell your shit and get it up? She just let it blow by, you know? Like, I'm like, what are you doing all this time then? Like, what have you been up to that you couldn't get these candles and pictures done? But I think, yeah, exactly. She can't buy food, but she's paying a professional photographer. Okay. Yeah, sure, Jan. But I feel like that was like her excuse for like, I mean, how many times did she go live and say, oh, I'll have the Valentine's candles up this week, guys. This week, this weekend, you know, Monday, I'll have them up by Monday. And they just like never came to fruition. So I think that was like her excuse. Like, somebody else working on the pictures for me. This guy's taking. And the other day there was a death in the family, and the pictures didn't happen. And I'm like, well, what the fuck are you working on then? Like, what are you doing to try to get like sales? I don't know. I don't get it. I was waiting for her daughter-in-law wait, what? Her daughter-in-law becoming her co-host? Why would she do what daughter-in-law? I'm confused. How does she have a daughter-in-law? Maybe I'm stupid or missing something, but in your post a few days about some blue link says mirror someone. I tap the link What? I'm stupid. Wait, but in your post a few days ago about some blue link says mirror someone. Oh, um, oh, I don't know why Laura's channel would pop up. It's some channel named The Mirror, and I think it's Laura's troll channel, one of her friends. They like made this stupid AI video of me that she's using on her fucking soundboard. Once again, somebody who's, being harassed. Oh my God, I'm being harassed by this person. You would think you don't want to do anything to like attract your harasser's attention, right? You know, when they're not like even talking about you. But no, not Laura. She's fucking put it on a soundboard. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so when people super chat or join memberships or whatever the fuck it is, it plays that. I'm like, dude, that is not helping your channel. Just, it's not helping anybody's channel, to be quite honest with you. Like, I don't think that those things help anybody. If anything, they annoy people. I know they annoy me. I don't know about everybody else, but like, fuck you and your soundboard and your fucking super chat songs. Like all the way. Yeah, the Mira is a friend of her. Yes. Or her herself. I clicked on her kid trying to explain. Yeah, I don't know. She got offended about some stupid song the other day. I don't even know. Well, she didn't get offended. Her kid and her were arguing about it. I'm like, who even fucking cares? It was like some stupid song that somebody made up. And I'm like, see, the fact that you even know that song exists, right? Like, you spend a lot of time watching all these people because, like, I don't even know where the fuck you would find that song, where it originated from, or what. Yeah, it wasn't even about Nazis. It was about Germans laying down. I don't know. I don't even know. Something about laying down to the Germans. But she played the person's explanation, and I'm like, all right, it's not like that offensive. Like, I don't find it offensive personally, but like, I could see why it would maybe be offensive. I don't know. She got offended because others. Well, no, she was saying it wasn't offensive. She's like, oh, it's not offensive. Oh, all right. Thank you, Mercedes girl. I'll check that out when I get out when I get off here. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know. I don't even like I don't know where the song originated from. I forget who she said made the song. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, what a stupid thing. Just in Handmaid's Tales. I never heard of that. Is that her main channel? I didn't really look. Wait, which one? I saw that also. Hold on. The YouTube link and the mirror both pop up Laura's channel. How could that be though? On my page, I shared her. Did I share her community post? Or I don't know. I don't think I would have shared her community post. I don't know. I'd have to look and see uh what I shared. I don't remember. Someone made it for Brittany J. Oh, okay. See, I don't pay attention to any of those people, so I have like no fucking idea what's going on over there. I hear this girl's name mentioned all the time along, with all these other people, but I don't watch any of them. So like I have no fucking idea what's going on in any of those people's channels. Nor do I care. Both links pop up blurs. Wait, what? Yes. B6 days ago. I'll show you an email. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I know I shared something. It was Janelle's. I thought maybe that's what I shared. I believe Janelle shared Laura's post, and I shared her post. I don't remember putting a link to Laura's video to the video though, but maybe I did. I don't remember. Shit, I can't remember what I did yesterday. Shit. I think it's offensive, but why should Laura care? She doesn't watch it. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm like, no, I don't know. I wouldn't have even known the song existed if if I didn't fucking get bored and watch her fucking live. Like, I think I watched her live the morning after she did it. And I'm like, really, dude? A whole live and dedicated to this? All right. Like, okay. Uh, ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Jewels of Thought. Is Jewels of Thought the girl with the shaved head? She does like true crime. Not a shaved head. It's just she has like really short hair, almost like a guy. It's almost like a guy's haircut. Like it's like kind of like shaved on the sides and the back, and then maybe long on the top. She has like long hair that she pulls back. Or am I thinking of somebody so totally different? I found her channel. I think that's who I'm thinking of. Her channel a while back. I don't remember what case I was like looking up or whatever, and that I think that's who it was. Popped up. She left a link in BBS comment section. Who's BBS? I used to watch Jules Her Daughter until she went a little wacky. I don't even know her. I found, if it's the same person I'm thinking of, I found her channel, and it was a while back. I watched, I don't know if it was it the Madeline Soto case? I don't remember which case it was. No. I think it was the Idaho 4. That's what I think it was. I think it was the Idaho 4 case. And when that had first happened, and I remember watching a few of her videos, and I wasn't like, I didn't have any thoughts on like either way. I don't know. I just tend to not focus on certain people, certain types of true crime creators, I guess. Hold on, Burgundy Blue. Yes. Oh, that's what it was, Janelle. Yes, she left a comment. And is that what you shared? It was a comment, yeah, with the link in Burgundy's channel. That's right. Jules of Thought is supposedly, hey, Alicia. Jules of Thought is a psychologist. It's not the one you were thinking about. No, so it's not the girl with the shaved head. Is it Jules of something? Is it the same lady from like years ago, like during the Chris Watts case? That lady? Because there was another Jules of something, right? And during the Chris Watts case, I remember watching. There was, oh my God, I can't remember the name. I thought it was Jules of Thought. It wasn't a highlighted link, but she left it under Burgundy's comment, and then I shared it. Okay, yeah, I knew it was something so stupid. Stupidest video. Like, once again, like, oh, I'm being harassed, but let me fucking do shit like this that taunts the person that it's harassing me, supposedly. It's like, all right, Laura, that doesn't really work, but sure. She has long red blonde hair. Okay, then yeah, she's still around, that lady? If it's the same lady, holy shit. Hey, granny's watching. You be committing fraud, punishable by law. What? Oh my God, that shit's still going on with these stupid injunctions and all this bullshit. Ugh, sounds exhausting. Oh, he's like, what was that? What was that stupid lawsuit thing? The RICO thing, whatever the fuck. That shit's still happening. These people are still fucking doing this shit. Good Lord. Tori something. Oh, it is the same lady from Chris Watts. All right. Wow, I didn't even know that lady was still around. I felt like her name, was that her name always, Jules of Thought? Yeah, I guess so. There was another Jules lady that I found that does true crime, and she has like a shaved head. I'm pretty sure her name is Jules something. And although I think she might spell it JULES, I don't know. I can't remember. All right, so that's a different person. I'm getting very confused. Very confused. All right. I didn't think that Jules lady was still around from the Chris Watts case doing true crime. That lady I remember. She was supposedly like a psychologist. And it was like, it was kind of like you looked at it like, hey, really? You're a psychologist, lady? Okay. She was a little cuckoo herself, which a lot of people that do get their psychology degrees are. No clue about the lawsuits. I don't watch any of the lawsuit grifters. Me neither. I'm just like, oh my god, that shit's still going on. Come on now. I don't watch any of those people. I can't. I'm just like, how do you even fucking watch that shit? No, thank you. No, thank you. But Hurt Betty is so ridiculous and overplayed. Worry about this kid and not her stupidity. Yeah, like Betty, I don't pay attention to her. I can't. I just can't watch her. I can't. Tori was from Tassie. Who's that? They're using the court system for money. Sound familiar? But a judge hasn't even seen this RICO injunction. Yeah, right. So they're basically grifting off of that, off of the fake whatever case that's not even happening. I know, CK. I feel the same way. I just can't with the poor, that whole family, that whole situation. So sad. I used to watch Kendall Ray. Her videos haven't been coming up in my feed. I've been addicted, and I'm like, I think tomorrow I'm gonna pay for the streaming service for the freaking catch, what do you call it, to catch a predator, but like the new one, what is it called? True Blue streaming network. Is it Hansen? No, it's not Hansen versus Predator. Whatever the new version is of fucking To Catch a Predator, there's a bunch of free episodes on here. Oh, it's called Takedown with Chris Hansen. That's it. Takedown with Chris Hansen. And there's a bunch of like free episodes, but I think I watched all of them. So there's like 100 or more on their streaming network, but you have to pay for it. But it's not that bad. It's not like that expensive. And you could pay, like, if you just want to do like a month, you could pay for just that month, and that's it. Like, because I was gonna pay for it the other day and then I got distracted. But when you go to like pay for it, it asks you if you want to, do it just for the month or like continue it with a reoccurring payment every month. But I was like, I can probably watch most of those episodes within a month. So I was like, I don't know, I fucking love that shit. It's fucking great. I mean, who doesn't love like people getting busted? But it's just so funny how they all fucking say the same shit, these guys. They all, oh, I didn't know she was whatever, 15. Oh, I was just coming here to help her. They all have the same fucking story. I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't planning on having sex. Or like, how many of them have erectile dysfunction? Oh, I can't even, perform, dude. I saw the most fucked up one the other day. I shared it in Discord. I don't know if any of you guys watched the small Discord group. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but dude, this shit was so fucked up. This guy shows up and he's like, he was a mess, the guy. You could just tell he was like probably on drugs, like, you know, definitely had like a little bit of a shady past, shall we say. He wasn't that old. He was like 20 something. Like, I don't know why it doesn't freak me out as much when it's like a 25-year-old guy who thinks they're meeting like a 15-year-old, versus, somebody who is 70 or 60 that's going to meet a 15-year-old. Like, but anyway, he was young, the guy. He was like 22. And like, if I think about that, I'm like, oh my God, that's like almost the same age difference as me and my husband. Still wrong. I'm just saying, it's, at that age, it's wrong. 3 more years of 15-year-olds, 18, and then it wouldn't be wrong anymore. But at that age, when you're still in middle school and you're 20, it's wrong. But anyway, the guy shows up. Chris Hansen, I don't know how, dude, because like I'm shocked this guy hasn't gotten like attacked in all these years. He's been doing it for 20 years now, right? To catch a predator shit. So he's like sitting there talking to the guy. He's giving the whole gamut of excuses. I wasn't going to do anything. I didn't know she was 15, blah, 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 blah. And then pretty much like they're wrapping things up. The cops come in, they're booking him, whatever. And all of a sudden, plot twist. Oh my God, it's crazy. He's like, well, I really wasn't going to do anything because, I shot myself in the penis. Chris Hansen's like, excuse me? They come again? Did you just say what? You shot yourself in the penis? He's like, yeah, I shot myself in the penis. He's like, it really doesn't work anymore. And he's like, what? Chris Hansen's like, now it's like, you got this guy that came in here to fucking have sex with a, I think it was like a 15-year-old and her aunt or some shit. That's like the new sting that they're doing, like where the parents are basically like trafficking their kids. And you wouldn't believe how many people show up for this shit. So they get like, he's like, what? Like, rightfully so. Now he's starting to feel bad for this guy though, because he's like, he shot himself in the dick. Like, so he's like telling the whole story about how he was fucking cleaning the gun. He was like cleaning his gun or some shit, and he had it in his lap, and he went to like open up, I don't know, part of the gun. I don't know shit about guns, and it went off, and it shot through his penis. Okay, but it gets it gets better. For some reason, he doesn't look. He doesn't look to see if he like what happened. He just knows that there's blood everywhere. So instead of like going to the fucking, calling 911, he gets in the car and starts driving himself to the hospital. And it was just so weird, dude. And anyway, he gets to the hospital. He didn't even make it to the hospital. I'm sorry. Like, next thing he said, he knew, he woke up and he was being like airlifted to like the hospital and then whatever. I'm like, so he's like, so it doesn't really work. But it's like, okay, well, if it doesn't work, like, why are you trying to have sex with a 15-year-old then? So like, your story's not making sense. They couldn't verify whether the story was true or not because they can't get medical records, but it was some fucking story. I mean, that was a fucking new one. I've heard some crazy shit, but that was a new one. And like Chris Hansen's like asking all questions about it. He's like, did they sew it back on? Like in his Chris Hansen voice. Like, did they reattach it? He's like, does it function? Like he's asking like all fucking personal questions. Oh my god, it was so weird. I was like, what the fuck, dude? So just from watching that, I was like, I might have to fucking pay for the service, dude, because this is something else. I mean, they got some weird characters. They're down in Alabama, right? And then I think they do one in Michigan or some shit. Oh, it's fucked up, dude. It is fucked up. They got the entire Super Bowl crowd to sing A minor. Oh, yeah, but they're not singing it like that, not in a creepy way. She's saying A minor because they're saying Drake is a pedophile, which he didn't say it. He didn't say the name pedophile on TV, but he had to heavily edit that part of the song. And it's probably A minor. Yeah. All right, moderator. I can't check it right now, but when I get off here, I'll check it. Translating earbuds. What do you need that for? There is such a thing? Translating earbuds? Oh shit. Huh. Yeah, so that was an interesting one though. If you guys are yeah, I'm sure all the songs are edited heavily. I mean, I hear songs, I'm like, oh my god, my son listens. I'm like, what the fuck? There was this one song he had on the other day. I don't think he knows, like, just like me when I was little, and I fucking had my cousin left her fucking 2 Live Crew tape at my house, and I had no fucking idea what any of the shit they were talking about was. I mean, like, even like Tupac song, I Get Around, I like literally thought he was just talking about how he like walks around his town like in a car, maybe drives around. Like, I didn't realize he was talking about like basically that he's a man whore, you know? He gets around with all these women. Like, I knew all the lyrics to the song, but I had no fucking idea what any of them meant, you know? And I was probably around Jesse's age when I used to listen to Tupac, like when I was a kid. And oh my god, my son turned this one song on the other day, and I'm like, turn this off. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm turning into my mom. I mean, like, dude, it was bad. It was bad. It was like, oh my god, booty song. I don't know what the fuck they were saying. But like, I don't even think he knows. Like, I don't think he knows what they're even fucking saying. First of all, the new rappers are so hard to understand. They all sound the same. It's like, but like, their voices are all fucking auto-tuned and weird and shit. I don't know. Like, Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like the words were so bad. I'm like, turn this shit off. I'm like screaming. I'm like, oh my God. But I don't even think he like, I don't even think he picked up on like why it was so bad, Cause like, it's not like they were cursing or anything. It's just what they were saying was like, oh my God, he shouldn't be listening to this. Like, like what the fuck? Oh my God. I just like he plays all the new rap songs in my car, and I'm like, these are so bad, dude. They're so bad. I mean, I like some of them. Like, I could get down with some of Kendrick's stuff, but like some of these other fucking people that he plays, I'm like, what is this, dude? I'm like, everything just sounds so dark and depressing. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, dude, 2 Live Crew. My cousin, my mom ratted my cousin out. I probably told the story a million times on here. She left it at my house. Me and my brother found it, and we're listening to it. And it's like, oh, me so horny, whatever the fuck. I mean, there were some fucked up songs on that shit. My mom comes downstairs. She's like, she's like, what the fuck is this? She like flips out. Right? Where did you get this? I mean, you got to think though, at the time, like there was no songs like that. Like there was nothing like that out, really. That was like that, like explicit and dirty. And she's like, what the fuck? And she's like flips out. My cousin, my brother ratted my cousin right out. He was always like that. He was like fucking just rat you right out. So he rats my cousin out. And I'm like, oh shit, she's gonna get in so much trouble. So my mom calls my aunt up. She's like, do you know what, she brought over? My aunt's like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, it was like this whole big thing. My cousin was like grounded for a month, for even owning that shit. Oh, it's so funny. Mm-hmm. Huck to a yeah, so stupid. Take golly, she thought the lyrics were Wet Dream Tomatoes. Oh no, I never heard about that. What? Wet Dream Tomatoes? What the fuck? If I hear the bar song again and have it stuck in my head for a month. What's that? I don't know what song. What group? Oh, 2 Live Crew back in the day. Poison. Oh, I used to love Warrant when I was a kid. Oh, my mom like hated that I listened to rap music when I was young. Hated it. I mean, I liked it ever since I was like in 3rd grade. My cousin Bobby gave me a Cypress Hill tape, right, that he copied, and I guess he gave me an NWA tape. That one I never listened to though, because like I knew if I ever fucking put that on in my house, it was over. My mom would have flipped out. So I used to listen to Cypress Hill because you could kind of get away with that one. And like Be Real's kind of hard to fucking understand if you're not like listening, But oh my God, fucking that. And I got so into it. And then I liked Naughty by Nature and like all that shit. I just always listened to it. Warren G, Nate Dogg. I must have listened to like Regulators. Oh my God, on like repeat for like fucking years straight when I was in 6th grade, going into 7th grade, I think. But yeah, it was a big, big song that year. It was on, I think it was on a movie soundtrack, right? If I remember correctly. Uh, and it came out, and oh my God, that was like the biggest song. I still love that song. But I just always listen to rap. LL Cool J, like back in the day, when they were popular. And then I liked all the R&B, SWV, Boys to Men. I still fucking love Boys to Men. They're so good. I never got into Eazy-E. I don't know why. I never got. Oh my God. This is going to be the new thing. Hold on a second. Sorry. Oh, there's two of me. What the fuck? Hold on a second. How'd that happen? Oops, sorry. Wrong one. What the fuck is going on? All right. Somebody's trying to be slick calling me every time I'm live, but they could fucking try again. They're on fucking airplane mode. So good luck with that. Same person every time. If I'm live, they start calling with the blocked caller ID. I know who it is, but same person who thinks a fucking cactus looks like a dick, basically. He'd call me up to listen to them. A cactus looks like a dick. That's what they think. Sorry to hear that. Mm-hmm. The big thing of a city is drill rap. Oh yeah, it started the day that I screenshot her, picture that she forgot to crop. It started that day and it's just been like if I go live, all of a sudden I get blocked call IDs. But it started that day. There was like 10 calls that day, because it's like, oh my God, you screenshot my picture that I posted on my own page and left up there for 2 days. Fuck that person. Crazy people, dude. Yeah. Cause like I don't get calls usually like that. So you start getting those during certain times. It's pretty obvious. I'm like, really, you got nothing better to do with your time? Like, I'm sorry to hear that. Probably off the internet now. And I'm sure it's on like one of those websites where people get your information. She clearly stalked my whole fucking family and everything. So I'm sure it's somewhere online. If your phone's registered in your name, unfortunately, companies share your info and it gets out there. So yeah. You called me once when? Yeah, they're fucking insane, Judith. Like, I mean, should she be busy managing an operation room? Oh, really? I don't know. She works in all sorts of different industries. She owns a business. She works in law, and she works in the medical field. So pick whichever one. I don't know. Could be one of many, according to her. That's what she said. Those are her words from my chat. I don't know which one it is, but those are all her claims that she's made. Personally, I think she's fucking crazy and probably can't hold a job, but who knows? I would think about Pleads having issues. Oh, hell no. Don't think about that. Well, flying is still, I was watching Miss Pilot the other day because after that whole, crazy crash that happened over the Potomac, like he was saying, even with that, okay, that's a first time that happened in like how many decades, something like that. But also, it's still safer, to fly. Think of how many flights there are a day, out of various airports all over the country, all over the world. And like, there's very, very little accidents. It's just that when they happen, it's like blown up, obviously, on the news, but they're so rare to happen. So don't, you know, I mean, I was just like, I watched a lot of videos about that to see like what they, different pilots and stuff thought, or people that flew helicopters. And like, there was actually a really good one I watched where the guy really got into like detail explaining how, things look from the cockpit of that helicopter. And they kind of showed like a simulation video. And you know, it was just like human error. I mean, people don't want to like think about that, but pilots are people too. So they're going to make mistakes, unfortunately. And I think that they just, didn't see the plane. That's really what it came down to. So scary. Yeah, you'll be all right, girl. There's so many flights that go out that are, nothing happens. So you'll be fine. She'll be fine. You'll be fine. I know it's just scary. When I remember I flew the January after September 11th, and I was like terrified, because it was like, oh my God, just, it had just happened, and it was just so scary to get on a plane after that. But I mean, that was like how many planes crashed, that day. A little different. It wasn't like a malfunction of the plane or anything or error. It was just people, hijacking the planes, but still, just scary to think. So, but yeah, you'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. It's safe. I'd rather, honestly, like, I'm not a big fan of flying, but like I'd rather sit on a plane for 2 hours than be in a car for like 9 hours. So, or more. I maxed out at like 8 hours in the car. I'm fucking done. I'm like, I can't take this anymore. I've been trying to sleep on like our longer road trips because I just like, I get anxiety and I can't sit still, and it's just terrible. So I never slept in the car ever, like my whole life. Even when I was a kid, I could never sleep in the car. I remember like we used to be like driving, my brother would be like passed out in the back seat and I'd be like wide awake. I'd try to sleep, but I just couldn't like relax myself to fall asleep. I don't know, I've just always been like nervous in the car ever since I was a kid. And oh my God, but the last couple of times we've had to drive like far distances, I've just like tried to sleep, like force myself to just sleep in the car so that I don't realize how far we're driving. I'm just like, I hate long car rides. I hate it. I just, you know what it is? It's just like, it's not even like my husband, he drives fine. It's just like, it's the other people, it's all the other people that I worry about, the trucks and you know what I'm saying? The other cars. And that's what worries me. It's not him. It's not his driving. He's a good driver. It's just everybody else that worries me. And of course I worry about him too, just like getting tired or, you know what I'm saying? But he's usually like, he's so responsible with that kind of shit. Like if he knows he has to drive long, he'll go to bed like super early and get sleep, but still it's just nerve wracking to be on the road because there's so many distractions nowadays in the car with the fucking phones and the everything. There's so many more accidents, like it's just like crazy. I've never been able to sleep in a car. I don't know how people do that. CK, sleep on, especially I mean, literally, there was 2 times this year I was shocked. I slept through the whole car ride. We drove up to Massachusetts. My husband woke me up. I was like, he's like, we're here. I'm like, what? Like, I couldn't believe I slept through the whole ride. And then when we went up to, when we went to his parents' house too, that was a long trip down south. And I slept that pretty much the whole way through that too, which I never do normally. and, but like to sleep on like a train, like when there's other people around, no way. I would never be able to do that. Even when I do sleep in the car though, like I get up 100 times. Like it's not like a solid sleep for like 5 hours. I'm like up, I hear things, I could like feel the car moving. But we drove last summer through Texas. Oh my God, Dallas is horror. I can imagine. I gotta look out if I'm not driving. Oh, Florida is scary. I don't get car sick. I just get like cooped up. Like I need to move. My back hurts. Like I don't know. I just hate being in the car that long. It's just like torture to me. Which I have 2 long road trips coming up this month. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the car. I'm freaked out something will happen and keep the driver. You know what scares me? It's like, I don't know. I feel like if it was just me and my husband, I probably wouldn't be so scared. But like with my son in the car, that's like, it just makes it all the more scary. I'm always worried about him. I'm not even worried about myself. Like, I'm just like, if something happens to me, fine. But like, I just want him to be okay, you know? But yeah, I can't, like, there's certain people I don't even like getting in the car with because I'm like, they drive like fucking maniacs. Like, as I got older, especially if my son's in the car, I don't give a fuck. I drive like an old lady, because I'm like, it's not me. It's not about me anymore. It's about my kid. Like, I worry about him. Like, I hate when I have to drive his friends because that just makes me more nervous. Because now I'm like, not only do I have my own kid in the car, I got somebody else's kid in the car. I'm just a nervous driver, I guess. And then I don't drive because my husband, he is the worst backseat driver on the planet. And he makes me like, I'm fine when I'm driving by myself. When I have other people in the car and like other people's lives are in my hands, that's when I start getting nervous. And I'm like, he makes me more nervous because he's like every like little thing. He's like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you stopping? What are you doing? Why are you on this side? I'm like, oh my God. He's like micromanaging me. I'm like, all right, dude, I can't. So like, I don't drive because I'm like, if I drive, like when we're on road trips, if I drive, I'm like, you need to go to sleep because I'm already nervous, especially if I'm driving in a place that I'm not familiar with. Forget it. But I'm like, with you on top of that, tourists drive me nuts in Florida, but I do live in a tourist town. Oh my God, yeah, they drive so fast. So fast. Our speed limit here on our highways is 65. And it's like when we go like on I-95 and people are doing like 75, like, I mean, we do like 75. Most people are doing like 75, 80 on the highway, even though the speed limit's 65. But when you go out of state and the speed limit's 75, people are going like 90, 100. It's fucking crazy. But then, like, it's funny though, because then when you get in like the towns, oh my God, like Pennsylvania, I feel like everybody drives so fucking slow. Jersey's the worst. Jersey is the absolute worst state to drive in. Absolute worst state to drive in. First of all, there's no fucking left turns anywhere. You can't like make left turns. It's the weirdest fucking thing. So like everywhere you go, if you want to go like left, you have to go right to go left and like loop around. It's so annoying. I got lost in Jersey. I can't even tell you how many times because of that. It's so confusing. And oh, it's just terrible. And the people in Jersey, I don't know what the fuck happens to them, but they just cannot fucking drive. I mean, not everybody, obviously, but there's like a lot of fucking bad drivers there for some reason. Florida's not that bad. I feel like Florida, when I go there, I feel like it's more like New York, like how people drive here. Some people are slow, but like at least people are driving. When we go like certain places, I'm like, how the fuck do these people drive this slow? I don't think, at least a part of Florida I've been in, people do whatever they want. Where were we recently? The people were making their own lane. Me and my husband are like, what the fuck are these people doing? They were like all driving in the shoulder of the road in the morning. We were like on our way to a hockey rink and like they're all like in the shoulder of the road. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't like think you were allowed to do that. It was like the weirdest thing. Off subject. Hey, you know what? I fucking can't stand Trump, but that's the only thing I'm actually happy about. Bring, I will support that fucking policy all day. Bring the plastic straws back. I'm for that. Do I think it's an important thing for a president to be worrying about? No, but bring the plastic straws back, please. Paper straws can go fuck themselves. I hate those things. I carry around a bag of plastic straws in my glove compartment because I go if we're at like a restaurant, I'll go outside and go get a fucking straw. If they hand me a paper straw, I'm like offended. I'm like, why'd you give me this? I'm not really offended, but I hate them. I'm like, I refuse to drink out of them. They're horrible, horrible. So I'm all about the straw, bringing the plastic straws back. Why that's even of importance, though, I don't know, but all right. I mean, that's like probably the only thing he's doing that I'm happy about, that I'm on board with. But oh shit, it's definitely been a crazy. It's definitely been a crazy. Couple of weeks. We'll see what happens. It's gonna definitely be. Definitely gonna be interesting. I stocked up years ago, chick, when they first started saying they were gonna ban plastic straws. I bought like a box of like 500 straws off of Amazon because I was like, oh my God, like I can't stand like I'm like, I don't know. There's worse things in the world. Are plastic straws really that fucking killing people? Like, come on. It makes no sense because they're like, oh, outlaw plastic straws, but hey, we'll still use plastic cups. That's fine. Really? It just doesn't even make most of these bullshit laws that they're making to like save the planet just don't even make sense. Like the bags, I'm like, okay, you're causing more waste with these other bags that really don't fucking break down, you know? They're made out of materials that don't break down at all. And like, what do you think? Those aren't getting thrown out. You can only reuse them so many times until they start falling apart. So I'm like, are you really saving the environment with plastic bags? Not really. Oh my God, you haven't used a plastic store? I know, I heard they kill turtles. I mean, that's sad and all, but don't get me wrong, I love turtles, but I also love plastic straws. Oh, paper or wood? I wouldn't mind. I don't know. Maybe no. I probably would. I don't know if I'd like wood cutlery, but I plastic bags like that. That's annoying. The no plastic bags is annoying too. I could live with that. I mean, as annoying as it is, I just don't use bags. Like I just pile. Well, I'll have like maybe one shopping bag in my car, like an IKEA bag, and I'll throw shit in there. But like I it's annoying because like shit's rolling all over my car, when I go shopping. But I just like there's no part of me that's ever gonna remember to bring bags in the store with me. Like, I mean, it's been going on for how many years now? Since 2000, maybe 18 that we haven't had them, and I still fucking can't remember to bring bags in the store with me. And then it's like they look at you and you have the bags. I feel like they're like looking at you like you're stealing shit. And it's like, well, dude, it's not my fault. You don't have bags here. Sorry. I do use a stainless steel cup every day. I use the same coffee cup. I'm obsessed with this thing. Like, I have like 3 of them now. Although I lost the top because I don't know, some genius thought they switched it. I have the same cup, but they like switched the lid. It used to like flip open, but then I guess they were trying to copy Yeti, so they made it like that magnet thing that slides, which is like really fun to play with. But if you drop the cup, the fucking I lost this thing twice. I dropped it at Walmart one time, and I get in the car, I drive away, and I'm like, fuck, my magnet fell off. And it's so funny, if you go in Walmart, you go to buy the cup, almost every single one of them is missing the magnet top because they fly off and people probably just steal them from the new cups at Walmart. So I was like driving away. I'm like, fuck, my magnet thing fell off. So I literally went back to Walmart because I was like, I remember dropping my cup in the parking lot where I dropped it. And sure enough, my little magnet thing was sitting there. I'm like, yes. So I found it, brought it home, washed it, put it back on my cup. About 2 weeks later, I dropped my cup again in my garage, and the fucking plastic thing that slides over to like close the hole up fucking goes flying across my garage. I never saw it again. So then I go to get a new cup, and I go in Walmart, and every cup is missing the little magnet piece that, to close the lid. Because like, I'm sure I'm not the only idiot that's dropped it 100 times and lost the magnet piece. So people are like stealing them. It's like, fuck. Lithium. What are you talking about? I guess a little lithium. What lithium? I wish plastic bags, straws, and utensils were banned. Even cups. I hate all plastic. I wish I hated it all, but it is just so convenient. So convenient. Oh, our groceries are not going down. See, that's like the thing. You were like, oh, we're gonna lower grocery prices. Well, guess what? They're not getting lower. But let's worry about plastic straws and the Gulf of America, right? Because that's important. Like, who fucking does anybody care that it was called the Gulf of Mexico? Because I just don't. I just don't. And what the fuck with let's make Canada the 51st state? Like, what are you talking about, dude? And in the same interview, you first say, oh, we don't need Canada. We don't need them for their resources. Sorry about that. We don't need them. We don't need them. Right? But then in the same interview, only just moments after saying that, you're like, we're going to make them the 51st state. How the fuck does that make sense? Why would we want to make them the 51st state if we don't need them? Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. And like I was talking to somebody today, it's not going to help him. It's not going to help his political party out if Canada became a 51st state, because Canada is very liberal. So good luck with getting a Republican fucking voted in. But I'm like, why would you even want to do that? Dude, I just think he's crazy and too old and just needs to go the fuck away. But he's not gonna. I did hear the funniest thing today though. He said he wouldn't even endorse JD Vance for the next election. I'm like, that's fucked up. Well, and I guess in his defense, he did say it's a little too early. But I'm like, you should know him by now, no? It's just a shit show. It's a shit show. I am never going to call it the Gulf of America, like ever. I mean, like my whole life, 40 something years, has been the Gulf of Mexico. And now all of a sudden I'm going to say, oh, the Gulf of. I mean, not that I ever talk about the Gulf of fucking Mexico anyway. Like if I did, I'm not going to call it the Gulf of America, because that's just not what it is. It's the Gulf of Mexico. Like who fucking cares what a stupid ocean is named? How stupid. So ridiculous. Yeah, he wants Greenland, Gaza. I mean, come on, dude. What the fuck is going on? Like some of the shit I hear, I'm like, oh, is this like real? Because it sounds so ludicrous. But then I'll hear an interview of him saying it, and I'm like, oh. Or like I'll see like somebody showing one of his tweets, because his tweets are fucking, well, not tweets, whatever that thing is he's on, Truth Social, whatever the fuck it's called, his platform that he tweets from. And I'm like, oh, no, this is real. Like, he really said this. Oh, okay, that's kind of fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Like, none of this, it's just like weird shit. Microblading and shading. Ooh, nice. Yeah, just like, I'm like, what is going on, dude? We are proud Canadians. Know what? Yeah, like, I'm like, why are you making Canada hate us? Like, they're a peaceful country. They don't hurt anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you causing conflict with countries that don't fucking bother us? Like, I just don't fucking understand it. Don't say that we don't get any resources from them, because we get lots of resources from them. What are you talking about? I understand wanting to like create jobs here and keep, like keep the money here. I get it, but like I don't know. Isn't there a more peaceful way to go about it? I still feel like though we like even buying things from other countries and getting things outsourced, like we're still making money here from it. So it's like I don't know. I just like what the fuck. It's like we just make Canadians hate like all of us. If I ever go to Canada, I'm wearing a fucking shirt that says I did not vote for fucking Trump. So don't blame me. Because I feel like everybody's gonna be looking at us like, stink eye now. It's like, dude, it's not my fault. I get it. You really don't want to piss off your neighbors. No, like I would. They're not Canada. Honestly, like, all right, I understand Mexico. There's drugs coming over the border and all that shit, but like, Canada is not problematic. You know, Mexico, yes, it's problematic. There's a lot of illegal aliens coming here. I get it, but like, still, you probably don't want to fight with them. But like, to fight with our friendly neighbors up north who like don't bother us and who are like the most peaceful people, it just doesn't even fucking make sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? Crazy shit. And yeah, and then right there now they don't want to buy any of our shit. They don't want to come here. So it's like, good job. And the tariffs are just like these tariffs are gonna hurt us. They're not gonna hurt them. They're gonna hurt us, the consumers, the people who buy things. So it's like ridiculous, honestly. And then he's like, now he's starting with China. It's like, dude, just fucking relax, man. You could wear the View. No, I don't see. Why do people always think that? I don't watch the View. I think those people are crazy too. Like that's like I don't know. I feel like people always think like if you don't support one side, then you just support way left on the other side. And I don't support that either. I think they're fucking crazy too. I'm like somewhere in the middle, I guess, but I mean, I know a fucking psychopath when I see one. Like Donald Trump is a fucking, there's something wrong with the guy, dude. I mean, look, I'm not even just saying it. There's been many, many professionals come out and say it. The man's a narcissist, like full blown narcissist, you know? And I mean, a malignant narcissist at that. And like, it's very obvious that I don't know how so many people don't see that. He's like 100%. Everything's always about him. I mean, if you just listen to him talk, actually talk, it's always like, oh, I'm the greatest. Oh, I did this. Oh, I got the, like, he fucking tweeted the other day that, like, he got the biggest cheering at the Super Bowl was for him. And I'm like, who fucking cares? Like, really? Like, who gives a shit who cheered for you or who got the biggest cheer at the Super Bowl? Like, why is that even fucking important to an 80-year-old man? You know? Like, what the fuck? He's always got to do shit like that. He's always got to like compliment himself, like, we did the best this, and we did the best that, and everybody loves me. It's like, oh, dude, just stop. Rumor has it Trump will be the last president. Hopefully not. I mean, I saw a clip today where he was like talking about like running for a third term, which like, good luck. But first of all, if that would even be possible, I mean, if he could even make that happen, right? That hasn't happened since what? Like Roosevelt, one of the Roosevelts that ran had 3 terms, and then that was it. They put the term limits on for 2 years, right? You can only be, I mean, not 2 years, 2 terms. So I mean, even if let's just say he can make that happen, he's gonna be fucking like 80 something years old by that point in time. Up until he's 87, I'm sorry, but when you're in your 80s, like you're you're gonna start to cognitively decline pretty quick at that age. And I don't think that anybody, I don't care who it is, even Biden, like I felt, he shouldn't have really been in a president at his age. Like he just wasn't mentally there and competent. And I'm like, this guy, like, you're talking being even older than Biden. By the time he's done, right, with this term, he's going to be older than Biden was. So I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Biden ended his term at 80 years old, or 80, was it 81? He's going to be 83, I think. So, or 84. So like, you're going to run again after that? Get out of here. That's fucking crazy. How could you even think that at that point in time? I will say, I mean, I don't know where even Biden too. I'm like, where do these people get this fucking energy from? When you think about like all the campaigning they do and the traveling and the holy shit, like it's a lot. I mean, it just looks exhausting. I'm like, shit, I'm in my 40s and I'm fucking exhausted. I couldn't do all that. I don't know how these people do it. Day after day, being on interviews, flying here, flying there. Holy shit. I mean, you got to have some energy for that shit. The orange is due to lack of showering. The orange is, yeah, oh my God. His skin's so orange. Like, he really is orange. Remember that girl came up to my panel camel catfish chick? And she's like, what do you mean the orange man? And I'm like, dude, really? Like, really? You don't fucking see his skin? Are you colorblind? Like, his skin's orange, dude. It is. I mean, it's very fucking clearly orange. It's not even like it's orange. I mean, it's fucking bright orange, his skin. I mean, there's even like little white circles around his eyes where you can see his real skin color, which should be his real skin color. And I don't know if he gets like a spray tan or he just goes out in the sun or in a tanning booth or some shit. But he's fucking orange. Sorry. I mean, his skin is orange. My mom is 80 and her mind is good, and so is her health. Other than a bum leg, she's good to go. No, I know there's people that could be, mentally with it at 80, but I just don't feel, by 84, right? When you're 84, then you're gonna go run for president. That's gonna bring you to 88. Well, let's just say. I don't know if he'll be 83, whatever. He'll either be 87 or 88 by the end of the that term if he were to possibly be able to run. Like, that's fucking old, dude. I mean, just think of how, what the job entails. Not even that, just like the campaigning that you have to do and how exhausting that is. You know, are you even capable of handling all that shit at that age? I don't know. What the fuck is that? Oh, sorry. Uh-oh. I see lights blinking, sirens down the block. Anyhow, all right, I'm gonna jump off here because I gotta eat something. But it was a lovely talking to you guys, and I will not be around for like a while, maybe a week or a week and a half at most. But either way, I will. I'll be back. I just won't be, live or anything for like a little bit. So hang in there. Um, and I will see you guys soon. Probably, yeah, I'll see you before the end of February, right? We're 29 days this year instead of 28, right? Yeah. I'll see you guys sometime at the end of February. But I hope you guys all have a great Valentine's Day. I hate Valentine's Day, but I hope you enjoy it if you like it. And whatever else is going on. I don't know what other holidays are this month, but I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. So, all right, I'm out. Peace. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon.